President Obama now has what's called bulletproof support for the deal, so it won't be voted down in Congress. But that doesn't mean that the political fight is completely over. And today on Meet the Press, the former Secretary of State, Colin Powell, said that he's in favor of the deal.
But here's why I think it's a good deal. One of the great concerns that the opposition has that we're leaving open a lane for the Iranians to go back to creating a nuclear weapon in 10 or 15 years. But we're forgetting the reality that they have been on a superhighway for the last 10 years to create a nuclear weapon or a nuclear weapons program with no speed limit. And in the last 10 years, they've gone from 136 centrifuges up to something like 19,000 centrifuges. This agreement will bring them down to 5,000 centrifuges. All of these will be under IAEA supervision, and I think this is a good outcome.
I want to bring in General Wesley Clark. He commanded the Allied force in Kosovo and was a commander for NATO. He also ran for the candidate for the Democratic Party presidential nomination in 2003. General, thank you for being with us. Strategically, what do you make of Colin Powell's argument? Do you buy it?
I buy it. I think it's common sense. It's not the deal that everyone might have dreamed about. They're not giving up all their centrifuges. They're not saying never will they have a nuclear weapon or nuclear energy. They didn't throw everything out, but it's a realistic agreement, and it can be verified, and if it's verified, that's fine, and if it's not, then as General Powell said, we'll walk away from it.
Most other countries involved have come out in favor of this deal, but there are two exceptions. One of them being, of course, Israel, and to a lesser degree, Saudi Arabia. And again, going back to Colin Powell, I want to, just listen to how he addressed those concerns.
I think they will find over time, if it unfolds the way it is designed to unfold, they will see that they have been made more secure by derailing this Iranian nuclear program.
And that is the real question, more secure. Do you agree that Israel and Saudi Arabia will be made safer?
Well, I think the nuclear, the overhang of this Iranian program is one element in the region. But there's no doubt that Iran is still going to strive for regional hegemony. There's still conflict in Syria. The Russians have now gotten involved in it. There's fighting in Yemen. The Saudis and the Emiratis are fighting against Iranian-backed forces. And so there's no magic here. This all requires a period of time. It requires diplomatic resolution. Ultimately, you can't resolve these problems simply by killing people. But I think that on balance, the Iranian agreement takes one element off the table somewhat. And so I think it's a positive.
President Obama responded to Colin Powell. He tweeted this out, quote, "Thank you, Colin, for putting your experience and expertise behind the important initiative for our country." My question to you is that there have been critics in this country that have said the United States, the Obama administration, has backed off of Syria in order to get closer to Iran. And I'm wondering, is that a bad policy practice?
Well, I'm not sure that that's actually what's happened. We got into Syria by saying that, first of all, the Syrian revolution against Assad really never had a leader. It really never had a political purpose. It was generated by economic failure and just by sympathy for what had happened in other countries across the Middle East with the so-called Arab Spring. And so there was never a coalesced opposition. Meanwhile, then Islamist terrorists got in there. They organized the al-Nusra Front, and ISIS came in with Ba'athist leaders claiming to be Islamic. And all of this is a stew pot of conflict. It's been used by the Saudis and the Turks to oppose Iran. Now Russia's involved. So this is really complicated. What we have been smart in doing is we've been smart in keeping American ground troops out of this. This is not something where we want ground troops. We don't want military advisors in there. And we don't want forward air control parties in there on the ground that have to be backed up by combat battalions. This is something that these countries in the region are going to fight about for a long time, because it's really about a combination of three things. It's about regional dominance, Iran versus Saudi Arabia. It's about Turkey's pretensions in the region, Turkey versus Iran, and it's about Shia versus Sunni Islam. And all three of those things are elements that we don't have a direct interest in. What we want is a reduction in the violence. We want to promote the humanitarian vision in the region, and we want to promote economic development, peaceful economic development. So we can't influence this directly with military forces on the ground, and I think we've been smart in avoiding those forces.
You are the man that certainly has the knowledge when it comes to military use. Thank you very much, General Wesley Clark, for joining us.
Thank you, Martin.